obviously hugely disappointing result. Sean, do you take any positives at all from that?
Yeah, Dwight McNeil, Popey, Stephen getting through the minutes he did. The players that haven't been playing getting minutes, they're the positives. We had to use the game, we had no choice. We're missing players again. We've had to sort of piece together the side the best we could to try and make sure players are back for Tuesday. We're not sure they will be, but they've got a chance. And then it's the risk and reward with that. And the risk is that if they turn up as they did today, I thought they were terrific today. They pounced on every mistake. Second half, I've just had a look back at the goals. Virtually all of them from us giving the ball away. And they pounced on every mistake. And when they're in that mood, they hurt you. And that's where, you end up disappointed, but there's a reality to the disappointment. But going back to the I think Dwight McNeil's growing all the time. I think he's got ability, he's got a willingness to show it, and he's got an inner bravery, and I love that in players. It's a different kind of bravery. I'd throw my head at bravery and block things and tackle. He's got that courage to have the ball under any circumstance, and that's a powerful weapon. And I'm really enjoying his performances at the moment.
Robbie Brady, Sean, was that just a precaution?
Well, that was the problem at half-time, so we're sub down. We had in mind if we could keep it tight, obviously the game plan, keep it tight, see if you can find the moments. We have to change it at half-time, we've got no choice. Robbie's got, it looks like a groin injury, hopefully not too serious. And then we have the golden moment. You don't get many at these clubs. We have a big moment to go and score, not remotely suggesting that means you go and win a game, but then it changes the whole feeling. It changes the whole feeling because it would have been an awkward one for them after giving possession away so easily. Vid strokes it in the net, let's imagine, and then the stadium changed, the field changed. It's just odd. It's not just goals and score lines, it's the actual feeling of a game. Not remotely, once again, saying that makes you win, but it just changes the whole sort of look of the game and the whole outlook of the game. But he doesn't score, and then they score the second, and then it's very difficult from then on in. And then we end up with an ugly one right at the very end.
Sean, they never seem to stop looking for goals, Manchester City, do they? How difficult is that later? With some teams they sit back at maybe at 2 or 3-0, but these seem to never do that.
No, I don't think. I think that's part of their mentality. I think that's been, the improvement year on year is, and not just that. They work, they work clever off the ball. Their shape's good off the ball. They come out their slots. They're aggressive with their pressing, not in a tackling way, you understand, but just coming off their shape to go high and press well. And they diffuse the game well. They're a top side. I mean, I don't think you spend so many millions over so many years and expect to not have a top side. But if you've got a top side all working as well, then it helps tremendously to become an even better side. And I personally think that's their biggest improvement over the years, and that's the work off the ball, in possession and out of possession, I mean. And there is a killer instinct there, without doubt, and they showed that today. And like I said, it has to be balanced off. They're a top side, and when you catch them on a day like today, it's very difficult, very difficult.
Speaking about moments in the game, Sean, and you spoke about a chance. What did you think of the Kyle Walker challenge when the game's at the end?
Yeah, if it's an orange, then I'd prefer it to go to yellow. That's my opinion, them challenges. I can't believe how many challenges are so nothing challenges in the game now. You know my opinion on what's going on in the game. So I'd prefer to see a good challenge and a strong challenge than I would people just dropping on the floor needlessly and tirelessly and endlessly, it seems. So I'd prefer to see that. And if it's in doubt, go yellow for me. I've got no problem with that.
Do you think it's one of those borderline ones?
I haven't seen it back. The suggestion was it was an orange, as they call it. But like I say, if it's an orange for me, go backwards and give a yellow. That's what I'd prefer to see. And then just stop people falling on the floor, letting, needlessly all over the pitch. That would be much better, in my view. Is it what, sorry?
With Robbie Brady's injury, just have to wait and see? Or?
Yeah, just wait and see, because we won't know anything. You don't know anything immediately after the game, unless, of course, it's a really serious one, which I don't think it is. But we'll know more when it settles down overnight. No, he hasn't been injured. He's been suspended, hasn't he? So, yeah, no injuries, no. Just suspension.
Sean, you talked about picking your side probably today with Tuesday in mind as well. With Thursday in mind, do you hope to try and bring somebody in and strengthen your team? Or?
Well, the model of the club is what it is. It's very difficult. I've been saying that ever since I got here. To balance the finance and still get the players in, develop players, sell players, try and bring new players in. It's a never-ending thing. And it's always been difficult. It still is difficult. It's probably got more difficult because no one releases their players easily. The numbers have gone through the roof. So it gets more difficult to stay on a level playing field and keep your club running right, or in the club the way that we do. And January's, I mean, look how quiet it is. It's not just us, there's teams everywhere looking for that next player. Can we get a deal? Can we do this? Can we do that? And often with a lot more financial power than us, and they're not getting deals done. So it's just very difficult. If we can, we will. If there's situations which we've been into that can open up, They may do, of course. But I'm just saying it's very, very difficult. And as regards Tuesday, we didn't deliberately, that we had to make decisions, because we've got a few touch and goes for the game today. They can't play because the bigger fight this season is definitely the Premier League. It was as soon as the season started. It will always be our biggest fight of the season. It's no disrespect to any competition. It's just a fact of the club that I work for, and that's Burnley Football Club. Can you continue to compete in the Premier League? That's the biggest picture and the biggest fight.
Sean, played in the 2 FA Cup games. Obviously, you're out of those now. You've got 3 experienced, top quality keepers. How do you balance that now to the end of the season?
That's my job. I'd have as many top quality players as we can. If you look at their team, they've got top quality everywhere, but you still find a way of making it work. So that's the job. They can't all play. They all know that. But the 3 keepers definitely know that they can't all play. Obviously, it would have been handy today, mind. If you had 3 keepers in there, you might have got something. You never know. Possibly. But you can only play 1 to start, and you can put 1 on the bench. Someone's going to miss out. At the minute, Popey's getting back to full fitness. Won't do him any harm today at all in that respect. I thought he was good, actually. I thought he made some good saves. It was other mistakes in front of him, not his mistakes. When he gets truly fit, where he's close to now, obviously, he's coming at what I call the end of his personal pre-season. Big decisions to make. Because he's a top keeper, they all are. They're all different, and they're all top keepers. All the best with that decision. Thanks.
Okay, folks, thank you.
Cheers. Thanks.